But
I pressed record. Pressed record and you're all...
Smells like butt.
You're such a dick. Theme song. This is your theme song. This is what you get because we don't have any sponsors. So this is your theme song. If you sponsor us, this will still be your theme song. But that's cool.
And it will have your name.
No, it won't.
What if they sponsor it? What if they sponsor the theme song?
That's my theme song.
But what if they sponsor it?
Oh my God.
Joy's theme song brought to you by...
John's a dick.
I was going to say Joy's a douche, but... So, anyway. Let's talk about my nopes.
No. Welcome
to the day that we started the podcast. No, I don't know.
Welcome to When Wife
I'm
Gives
just
You...
kidding.
Oh
I'm
my
busting your
God.
ass. Oh my God. You think I'm that dumb?
No.
Good. You were all cranky, so I wanted to poke at you like a doink, 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 doink with a stick.
Yeah. I'm cranky. It's all me.
I'm in a fine mood.
Do your nopes.
Listen, first thing I want to do is tell everybody, if you have scrap stuff and you live in the Santa Clarita Valley and you need to get rid of it, dude, I have a dude. He was awesome. He came and took care of us. His name is Honorio. Honorio. I don't know how to say his name, but it's spelled Honorio. So Honorio. So, he was awesome. I have his card. Reach out if you want something. We can help you get in touch with him.
Yes,
he was
because
awesome.
If you guys have been listening, we had a hot water heater, we had a washer, we had a dryer, and we had an air conditioner. Everything that went out on us this past couple months.
You know what's funny is
me.
No, for real. So what's funny is, like, I was somewhere today and I was talking to somebody and they were like, I said, yeah, hopefully I'll get my truck back next week. And they're all, yeah, you crashed it. And I go, yeah, how'd you know? He goes, oh, I heard it on your podcast. And I was like, son of a bitch. Like, I don't, it's funny because I, like, forget. People actually listen to our podcast sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
It's pretty cool.
It is kind of cool. So
it's pretty cool.
We're like, D-celebs.
Boop, boop. Okay, I'm
just kidding.
a C- celeb.
Yeah, I'm kind of riding your coattails because you're like a little fancy girl with your books.
I made Jim Jeffries laugh last night.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. So we were all in the...
It's a good thing because I don't really have any nopes. So
we were all in the green room. And...
True nopes today.
So Jim brought another comic friend and they were talking. And he goes, man, I watched... He goes, I can't believe how much longer that bit is. Because, like, I think I watched you the first time you did that bit, and it was only, like, half a minute long, and now it's, like, 5 minutes. And he goes, yeah, Jim Jeffries goes, yeah, like, it's kind of my superpower. I'm able to make stories longer. And I go, oh, so you're a grower, not a shower. And he fucking laughed, and I was all, I win!
I'm leaving now.
Well, then... Okay, we all know I have a secret love for Harlan Williams. It's not secret. I love him.
Dude's funny.
He is so fucking funny.
He's a very funny dude.
So he walked in and he's all, hey, buddy. And I was like, hi, Harlan. He's all, I just got off the racket course. Can I get on? And I was like,
I was on the pickleball court.
And he goes, not too hard, though, okay? And I was like, okay. So I massaged him and he...
Sorry, I was messing with my mic.
Yeah, and he gave me like 3 hugs. Because he's all, that was perfect pressure. He goes, all, that was amazing. That was amazing. Like, it made me feel good. And then Justine was there. And then Josh was texting me. He's like, are you there? And I'm like, yeah, because Josh is on the road with Jelly Roll. So that's fucking cool. And then Justine Marino was the one that was running the show. And she headlined in Vegas.
That's fancy. I saw her face on a big old marquee.
Her face was on a big marquee, and that's fucking... I'm so
that's exciting.
Happy for her. And Whitney was there. She's still pregnant.
She's probably very pregnant at this point.
Well, she's due in December.
Oh, my God.
So she's getting there. But yeah, it was fun. It was fun. And then Richie came in, the general manager, and he was like, "I need you to." He goes, you gotta pop my back." So I was walking up his back, and he's like, "I don't think you can get any." And I got like 5, and I'm just good at what I do.
You're like, no, get the fuck out.
I know what I'm doing.
Richie's a good dude.
No, it was fun though. It was fun. The comedy
Good.
store was fun,
Yeah, I haven't been
but
there in a
I
while.
am
Tired.
I'm a little beat.
You're a little
So
wore down.
oh, and it wasn't last night. It was the night before. Sorry.
What it felt like last night.
Yeah. What did I do last night? We did something last night, and I
Did
didn't
we?
get to bed. Oh, we
No.
finished the puzzle.
No, we have been working on the puzzle. Joy picked it up at
Brody
the
and I
freaking.
did.
Joy and Brody picked it out at Goodwill, and I was like, it's going to be missing pieces, but it was pretty much brand new. It's still in the box. So Joy goes, "No, I'm going to do this puzzle," and it's a giant Ouija board, and it is the hardest puzzle I've ever seen, and even I got sucked. I think everybody took a few minutes to sit down with it, but Joy did probably a majority of it, and then I did a whole bunch of it as well, and it was like, did you feel like as we were getting closer, the speed was going up?
Yes.
It's like, king, 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 king.
And
Like,
that's why,
because we were hitting them so fast at the end because there was only like 10 pieces. There's only so many places they can go.
because I had 2 pieces in my hand, and that's why I was like, I have 2 pieces, because I didn't want you to think that I was like hoarding them.
No,
So I was
I
like,
want to do the last piece.
because okay, Adam and I.
Used to fight over the last piece.
Oh,
of the
it
puzzle,
got
you
bad.
sons of bitches.
Adam and I used to do puzzles because that's kind of what our parents would allow us to do. And
Can I go over to my friends?
no,
No, you can do this 500-piece puzzle.
no,
Yes, it's Big Ben. The other one is Parliament.
no. That's funny.
Thank you.
But no. When I'd ask my dad if I could go somewhere, he'd go, "We'll see." And then he wouldn't tell me "Dad, can I go?" "We'll see. We'll see." To the point when he finally was like, "Yes, you could go." It would be like the hour before. So I'd call my friends and be like, "My dad said I could go." And they're like, "Dude, we already like
Invited
wrote you
somebody
off." Like,
else.
'cause,
Sorry.
my parents, my dad wouldn't realize that the other parents had to coordinate as well.
We've heard stories about your father on this podcast.
To the point where when my friends would be like, "Hey, Joy, do you want to come to my birthday?" I'd be like, "I can't." So for like, I want to say from 3rd grade to probably my junior year in high school,
So Rory.
I didn't go anywhere because my dad, it was so annoying.
I just went. I was talking to a friend of mine today I had lunch with, and he was telling me about his health and stuff, and he's like, yeah, and he's up in his high 60s, and he's like, so I just live hard. He goes, doctor says it's basically, I'm heading on the downside. And I'm like, damn, dude. Like, that's kind of how he put it. And he's like, it's how we live. So, and I'm like, fuck. And then I started thinking, oh my God. Like, I lived a whole lot like that too. And I'm like, man, I got 10 years to fix this shit.
But you also have me, and you've slowly been fixing it since you
I haven't
got
fixed
me.
shit.
Bullshit. You don't smoke cigarettes anymore. You don't drink alcohol anymore unless you're lying to me about all of those, and that would fucking hurt my feelings so bad.
I have no
If I
desire.
fucking walked in and you were smoking a cigarette, drinking a beer,
with a beer in one hand and just tell you to go fuck yourself. Oh, get out.
my heart would honestly break, and I would go fuck everyone.
Wow.
Like on the way out, I don't care if it's man, woman, cow, I'd fuck it all as I was walking
So
out.
Hanorio is 661.
Out. Don't. You're not
I'm
lying.
kidding.
Are you lying to me?
No, I'm kidding.
Is there anything Okay.
No.
Is there anything in your life right now that that you're lying about to
No,
me?
absolutely not. I have nothing to hide.
Same. I can't lie
Why?
anymore.
Why? What's the point?
So anyway,
At this point, what's the point?
So we were doing a puzzle, and our oldest is doing forestry department. So he's on his 2nd week right now. So he came home on Friday, and he asked if his little new girlfriend could come over. And John, being such the good guy that he is, because Tyler's new girlfriend is very religious, John's like, "Should we hide the puzzle? Because it's a
I
Ouija
just meant,
board."
should we just like cover it up?
Yeah,
I
you're
wasn't
like, out of respect. And I was like, no, like, one, we can't summon demons because we don't believe in the devil. Like, I was like, it's a puzzle, and she needs to know who we are, and it's fucking Halloween. And So anyway, like she walked in and she saw the puzzle and she goes, "Oh my God." And I was like, "Do not make my husband correct." Like, oh, that's the first thing I thought is, if you make John right, I'm going to be really mad at you. And then she's like, "Oh, that's the hardest puzzle I've," and I was like, "It's all orange." So she sat down and started doing the puzzle. And then, I was like, "Hey, I'm, cause the font for Ouija board's very like fancy and it has these like well tails at the bottom. And I was calling them fladoopy doops. And I was like, "Hey, I'm looking for this fladoopy doop." And she's like, because she's a graphic designer. She went to school for graphic design. She does graphic design for like one of the radio stations out here too. Whatever. And she's like, "It's called a serif." And like in my head, I was all, "Lottie fucking dotty." Like, and then I was all, "Well, I like fladoopy doops better." And we just looked at each other and I was like, "Okay.
Your move, bitch."
And then she was like, "Okay." And I was like, "Okay."
It's funny because they came over the next day and they were working on it. And I go, "Here, there's one." And I did it on purpose. I'm not going to lie. I did it on purpose. So I was like, "Here's one of those fladoopy doops that Joy likes." And she goes, "Ooh, there they are." She goes, "Yeah." She goes, "The real name is Seraph." And I go, "Yeah, but I like fladoopy doop better." And she goes, "Yeah, me too." And I go, Good girl. Good girl. All right, you're on the right path. You're 60-40 right now. You're working your way on the good path.
So I just told Brody, and I'll tell you guys. I don't care. I'm a comedian. I flub some things. I make some things happen that didn't ever happen because it's funnier.
What?
Yeah.
You lie?
I lie.
You're a fucking liar.
I'm a liar.
We just discussed lies.
I know.
You already... Oh.
So I tell people that, okay, because before our oldest went to forestry, we went mini golfing with them. It was awful because it was during a charity event night. There was everybody and their mother and their kid and their fucking everybody was there.
There was 4,000 people there.
So many people there. But we're playing mini golf, and then every time the new girlfriend missed a thing, she'd go, "Oh, Samson." So I was telling people that Brody was like, "You're an adult, right? Like, you're allowed to say shit. Like, I'm 12 and I'm allowed to say shit." And everybody laughs and thinks it's the funniest joke ever. So obviously it's going to happen on stage. But I just told Brody, I'm like, "Hey, dude, I'm lying. So I need you to like agree that this story happened. Okay. Like, we need to like get in line. Right?" And he's all, "That's really mean, Mom. I wouldn't say something mean like that."
Are you kidding me? He comes out of his room sometimes. "What's up, bitch?" I'm like, "Are you fucking talking to me, dude?"
I was like,
"No."
Like, you're an asshole. I'm not, it's nothing bad. And he's like, "No, I wouldn't say that to her." Well, so you can suck my butthole, little asshole.
Wow.
Yeah, when you hear this when I'm dead and you're like, "I miss my mom's voice," I hope this is the fucking episode.
I'm going to randomly choose episode 200. Oh, you serious?
Let's see. Notes. Do I have any?
I didn't have any notes. I can't believe that. I usually at least have one note.
We got a new rug.
Was it a weird week or something last week?
It was a weird week.
Because you were really busy, and then Caleb's been busy, and then I got sick.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Well, you made me feel bad for being sick.
I didn't. You got sick.
You did. You made me feel
sick.
like shit for it. Man, you're not that, fancy sometimes. You get a little testy.
So...
See?
So I don't know if you guys know this, but September 14th is Housekeeper Appreciation Day or cleaning service, something like that. So I went to the Embassy Suites on Thursday for 3 hours, and they got their money's worth because they set up 15 10-minute chair massages. 3 hours is only 180 minutes. That's 150 minutes. And then they decided on 2 of them to make them 20. So that was 170 minutes. And I did that in 180 minutes. I peed once. And luckily I was there like 10 minutes early. And I walked out and I was all, "You guys got your money's worth with me today." Like, it was one after the other, after the other, after the other. And then the funny part was they handed me the Embassy Suite credit card and it declined.
That's funny. Embassy Suites is like, no.
And then the lady's like, oh, just try and run it again. And I'm like, okay. I was like, maybe I did type in the numbers wrong, and I did it again. I was like, no, it's declined. And I was on a super crazy like time restraint on Thursday.
Throw some cash together. Go.
So they had to go find their general manager, and he gave me his like personal credit card to charge it. But I'm going to say, guys, the Embassy Suites Valencia is one of the prettiest hotels I've been in.
Okay.
I mean, I walked in and I was like, no wonder you guys' credit card's maxed out. Like, fucking shit, man. Like,
That's how much it costs just to go to work.
it's beautiful in there.
Did you?
They have a glass elevator in the middle. They have breakfast.
You want to
and
go to
lunch.
a hotel in town?
Kind of.
You want to go stay in a fancy
Kind
hotel
of, and
in our
then
own town?
I
That
was-
would be ridiculous.
Not really. Like one of my dreams is like when you and I are fighting, for me to just leave and go stay in a hotel room for a night and then like shut everything off.
Let's fucking fight right now.
So anyway, though, I was behind some people and they were checking in. It was only $75 a night.
Monday through Thursday, probably Friday through Sunday. It's probably triple.
Yeah, but whatever. And it was $12 for parking, but they had a bar,
We
they
could
had a
park at home.
restaurant, right? They had
Take Uber.
You can park at Spoilish and just go. But they have a bar, they had a restaurant, like they had a chef. You walk
Act
by
like you're not
and
even in
you're
Santa
like,
Clarita. Just don't even leave the freaking hotel for like 2 days.
right.
Just-
I walked by and she was like, "Hi, chef," and I was like, and I told her, I go, "This hotel is actually gorgeous. Like if we
Too
ever."
bad there's nothing to do in Santa Clarita
There's
besides
Magic
Six
Mountain.
Flags. That's it.
But Caleb says people come from all around the world because
Which is-
I mean,
and
we don't
and
think
that's
about
fine.
it, but like our roller coasters are like world class roller coasters.
Totally understand that.
Totally.
But when that's all you have to entertain, what else are you going to... We're going to Santa Clarita for what?
I don't know, but
We don't have any arenas for like, show like big like bands or comedians. We don't have any entertainment for like, hey, there's a huge something or other that they're bringing a tournament or something, anything. There's
I don't
like
know,
nothing.
but I can tell you right now, if I ever was going to do a book signing,
Pull your shit together, Santa Clarita. You
if I was ever
dumbasses.
going to do a book signing out here, I would want to do it at that hotel. It was gorgeous,
Sure.
and they know me. They're like, "Oh, you're the fucking piece of shit massage therapist." And I'm like, "Yeah."
And you're like, the piece of shit? No, I'm not the piece of shit. I am
the
a piece of shit.
I'm the piece of shit. So, yeah. So, I mean, I didn't really take notes, but I'm looking at my calendar to see what I did.
Yeah, I don't think I did much else, honestly. I watched racing, watched football. Dolphins 2-0, bitches. Pew, 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 pew. They got a double. My buddy Jiffy got an ace hole-in-one the other day.
An
Why does
ace
that
hole?
make me angry?
Because you're a bad person.
I am a bad person.
I know.
It makes me sad and angry.
I know.
It's
Tell me
because
about it, John.
I talked to my therapist about it, actually.
That you're a bad person?
Yeah.
John,
I do,
stop.
all the time. Shh, we're not talking about that right
Oh,
now.
my God. All right, so.
Good day. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Okay,
Stop
goodbye.
It. Stop it.
Okay. I don't have any more notes.
You suck.
Yeah,
I mean,
I do.
I didn't even bring a nope today.
Yeah, and I'm the
I
one
pretty
that
much
sucks.
dropped the ball. I saw my truck today. It looked so pretty. The front end looked different.
You're all gonna slam you into a Lexus next time.
Next time I'm going Porsche.
Maserati.
But I went, hey guys. They're like, well, how'd I do? They're like, you did like $3,400 in damage, dude. I'm all cool. Though, and you can't have your truck back yet because now I have to service it.
I'll service you.
I go, all right, was looking for another week or so? No. Maybe Monday? Please? I'm driving. I got the one that has a roll down the windows.
Yeah, but it's so much tinier. I like it.
It is smaller. It is tiny.
I like
But there's things I miss. Like I
Right.
miss, there's things out of the truck. I'm like, I don't have a vice. I don't have.
Oh, I
I
have
need
one
stuff.
more note. Or note. Not you do notes. I do notes because I'm better than you. So, okay, somebody spilled something on our rug
I'm
in the
pretty,
living room.
though.
I am pretty. Thank you. Somebody spilled something on the rug, and it smelled really like our rug. I think it was milk, and nobody told us. So, like, it stunk, and there was just no going back from it.
Our kids are dumb sometimes, and they think that, well, I wiped it up. It's good enough.
Yeah. So,
not realizing you got to actually do.
And
something.
I have a very sensitive nose, so I was like, it smells so bad in here.
She's got a sensitive nose. It always knows. Remember the Fruit Loop commercial?
No.
Oh, I must be way before your time then.
So anyway, so I took the rug outside. We now have 2 rugs on our front lawn. It cracks me up. I just want to do lawn rugs. I think it'd be fucking hilarious.
So trash.
So anyway, I went on Facebook Marketplace because I'm like...
Is it worse than blue duct taped floor?
Are we done? Are we done?
No.
So anyway, I went on Facebook Marketplace because I'm like, fuck, these rugs get ruined, so I'm not spending a shit ton of money. I found this ginormous rug for $50, and I was like, fuck and
They only used it long enough to roll a body in, drop the body into the lake, and then they had it shampooed and sold it to Joy for $50.
So anyway,
Joy
I
is
went and
now
picked
an
it up,
accessory.
and the thing is like as big as my car. It's cool, whatever. So I was talking to the lady, and I was like, thank you. She's like, oh, thank you. And I go, thank you for being nice. Thank you for... Because, I mean, it was like that day I got it. I was like, I'm getting rid of it. And
Joy's like the queen of Marketplace. I fucking hate Marketplace.
So I got it, and I was like, thank you so much. And she's like, oh, and I go, my kid spilled milk on our rug and didn't tell us. And she's like, don't say anything. I think she was like Croatian or something. And I go, she's like, my son spilled a protein drink in the back of our car and didn't tell us. And she goes, our car stunk. She goes, I was doing everything. I was doing vinegar. I was like on TikTok. And I was like, okay, so you understand. She's like, you take this rug. I was like, okay. And then she gave me the runner for free. So now we have a runner down our hallway.
Which is already sliding down the hallway.
So this
It's like
morning.
waiting for me to do karate.
So this morning. I was looking. Oh, okay. No, it was this afternoon. So I had your charger and your phone, my charger and your phone, and Gilly ran into our room, hit the charger. It flew out of the wall. I couldn't find the block, the back end. It was on the white table.
Wow.
It flew up.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty far. That's
But
like
I was
12 feet.
I was looking under the ground, like on the ground for it, and her baby was on the ground. So I was on and like squeaking it, and you hear her like off the couch, and then you hear clip, clip, get off the couch, and then she runs down the hallway and fucking hit that runner, fucking slid down the hallway, ran into Caleb's door, shook it off, and then grabbed her baby and ran off because she was super embarrassed. And
That's
it was
fantastic.
beautiful.
It was like me doing karate.
It was like you doing karate.
Damn it! Only you get to visualize that stuff. That's so bad. You're like the only one who remembers that.
Well, we should talk about it.
We did. We've talked about it before.
It was fucking hilarious. Tyler. And then fucking Tyler. What are you doing, Dad? Like, it's just... He's pretty.
Every once in a while, he would do some stuff. Like,
he's pretty.
Why are you doing that?
He fell on accident, and he's all, what are you doing?
Remember when he was a little kid, and he was trying to show off for Joy? She was first around when he first really liked Joy in the beginning. But his mom put a kibosh to that for a while. But anyway, besides the point, that's a whole nother podcast. My life and times in hell. Anyway, so he had a hula hoop, and he was holding, like he was like standing in it, you know, like it was, like he could kind of stand in it, like stretching himself, and he jumped. We're not sure what he was trying to do, and he hung on to that thing and just belly flopped and landed right on his face. And he's like, look it, boom, and just like jumped up and just went flat on his face, bam, and like just
hard. And I was all, I might be out. Like, I might tap out on this one.
The same kid who took my man card right before we moved when the fucking bat was flying around the house. I'm, get the bat. And he's like, walks up, grabs, sorry, I saved you. A mosquito was trying to get you. Walked up, he grabs a broom and goes, pop, and knocks it to the ground like in like 2 seconds, and then grabs the sheet and throws it out. And I go, fuck, I am so not a man anymore. Like, I just wanted to go and like slink off in the corner. Like, I felt so not like alpha male-y.
He was also the kid that was climbing on the back of the couch. And you go, what are you doing? And he's all, I'm a kitty. My name's Fluffy.
Do you remember when they had the big bunk bed and we heard the big thump and
yes.
one of them shoved the other one off the top? Yes. I mean, that was like a good 6-foot drop. Boom, bam! You just heard a big boom. What happened?
I'm okay.
He fell. Yeah, I heard I'm okay, and I heard he fell. That's like my cousin allegedly shooting me with a BB gun point blank in the face and going, he fell.
That's just like freaking...
Wow, that's a perfect ball hole in your lip. All the way through.
You have a ball hole.
I had a ball hole in my lip.
You are a ball hole.
I want to show you my ball hole.
You ball hole head. And remember when we bought the triple bunk beds?
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, I've never seen triple bunk beds before. And the salesman goes, only time I've ever seen him was with the Three Stooges. And I'm all sold. Fucking sold.
And I'm like, well, it looks like the ship. I remember.
The racks. Yeah.
Ugh.
All right, I'm done.
Let's get out of here. Thanks for listening, checking us out. You've caught up with our week.
John's a ball hole.
Yeah, I got a ball hole in my lip once.
I'm going to put my balls in your ball hole.
I'll never forget that.
Yeah.
He pumped that fucker like 14 times. He pumps a BB gun like 14 times. I can hear the fucking BBs rattling. I'll never forget it. I could hear the BBs rattling in it, and I go, dude, you know you're not supposed to aim that at anybody. He's like, there's nothing in there. He pumped it a good 2 or 3 more times, and just like from like 4 feet away, blow! Like if it would have hit me in the eye, I would have been literally blind in an eye, no doubt, 100%.
You'll shoot your eye out.
But it hit my lip, went through the lip, bounced off my tooth, and came straight back out the hole. They found a bloody ball in the ground later.
Your ball hole.
They found one, but I'm bleeding everywhere in there. He's like, just don't tell them I shot you in the fucking face. Don't tell them I shot you. And I'm like, okay.
Allegedly.
Blood just pouring down my face, screaming and crying. He's, oh my God, he fell. He hit the corner of the table in my room. That's what I did. Is that what happened? Yeah. No stitches, no nothing. I can still feel where it went in.
Oh, you can still feel your ball hole.
Yeah, I can still feel my ball hole.
I'm going to feel your ball hole tonight with my thumb. All right. Lick, clit, surprise.
That's weird.
Thumb.
Tongue.
Fine, I'll lick that.
Thanks for listening. Click, subscribe, bye.